It's a gem of a holiday season here at Longwood Gardens. I'm here with Roger Davis, and Roger, we're in the East Conservatory, and it is ruby red and beautiful for the holidays.
You can't go wrong with Christmas red, and so this year we decided to go traditional with ruby red and gold.
It's perfect. Let's talk about the beautiful tree behind us because it's massive and decked out.
Yes, this is a concolor fir that is 22 feet tall. And then we have it in a special rotating Christmas tree stand this year. So the tree will spin around and show off all the decorations.
It's so beautiful, and everything is all decked out in the red and the rubies, and it's shiny and glittery, and it really gets you excited for the season.
Definitely, and we have lots of plants to accompany the tree. We have our fabulous poinsettias that are decking out the holiday season, as well as other plants throughout the conservatory, like the winterberry holly. It loses its leaves and then shows off the berries during the winter season.
It does a great job of showing off. I love it. Let's talk about those poinsettia topiaries.
So our great floriculture team produces these large poinsettias on one stem, and so they're grafted and maintained for a really long time to really come into show this time of the year.
What about the flowers that are low to the ground, but they have the white tips? It almost looks like there's snow inside of them.
Right, we have some bromeliads this year that have red bracts, and then they're tipped with white to make them extra special.
It really looks amazing. And even around the fountain, and this year the fountains are almost decked out like little Christmas trees.
Yeah, definitely. Wherever there's extra space to put something, we definitely try and tie everything together so it feels cohesive and people really kind of are immersed in that experience.
Absolutely. This is the perfect place to take a family photo, isn't it?
It's a very popular location. I know lots of friends and family that come and take pictures here at the patio of Oranges.
And we also have another amazing tree, and it's more of a sapphire theme, right? Let's talk about that one.
Correct. In the main conservatory on the center walk, we had a team that made this really beautiful tree. It's a concolor fir just like this tree, and it's decked out in purples and blues and sapphires. And there's really cool geodes that kind of tie into that theme of the gems that were handmade geodes with acrylic.
And the plants, they look like diamonds, some of those plants. How did you manage to do that, and what are those plants?
Right, and so there was a team of folks that took echeverias, which are basically succulents, and they made these topiary forms that are metal shop made, and then they stuffed them, and so they will provide that interest and kind of like tie into the gems for the rest of the season.
It really does. I just love it. And let's talk about poinsettia plants in general, because everybody loves them, but to care for them, sometimes it's a little frustrating.
Definitely. Well, it's easy to overwater them in the house, so you want to make sure that they're not overwatered. And the second thing is you think, oh, it's Christmas, it's cool.
Yes.
Like they want to stay cool. They actually are tropical plants and they like to be warm. Whenever you're buying them, you want to quickly get them to your car and get them inside into the warm. You don't want them to get too cold and shocked from being outside.
But what about if the leaves start coming off? You know, sometimes I'll get a plant and then it seems to be doing well, and all of a sudden once one start, and then the whole leaves start to fall, and that's it.
It can be a number of things. It could be cold. They got a little too cold. It could also be overwatering. So you just want to keep an eye on that. But then you also want to give it as much sunlight as possible. Our homes, you know, we try and keep them dry. We don't want them to be too humid inside. So it's a little bit challenging to grow plants indoors, but you just want to try and give it as much sunlight as possible and warmth.
That could be the problem, because you tend to want to put it where you think it looks nice, but that's not what's good for the plant.
Plants are, you know, they're beautiful for a season, and sometimes they need to go out onto the patio or they need to go into a greenhouse to rejuvenate and then come back into the house.
Well, boy, if we could just have poinsettias like you do here at Longwood Gardens, it would be such a dream.
Yes, definitely. These are special grown. We do contract some out to local greenhouses, but our greenhouse staff grow some amazing poinsettias.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the tour. We had so much fun checking out all these ruby reds and the sapphires. It was great fun.
Thanks for coming to visit us at Longwood. And I think Jordan's going to meet you over in the West Conservatory to show you all the wonderful stuff over there.
Terrific. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.